Welcome back, welcome back. Let me just start this off with I'm 100% saying I have no idea if I'm right or wrong. I'm just talking. Fucking close. So, been doing a little thinking. That sounds so cliche coming out my mouth now. Anyway, fucking, today I like to talk about love. And what I think it is. And since I guess everybody gets to feel love their own way, because we're different, you kind of can't be wrong. Now, the only way I think love is wrong is when it hurts you. Now, I don't know how you guys do it. Like I said, this ain't about you. This ain't about the woman. This is all about me and how I feel. Regardless of my ups and downs, I'm sure they play part in how I feel. But I've always felt love to be what I give. Now I know that sounds like, I don't know what it sounds like, but it sounds fucking stupid to me. But I understand it because I'm me. Even though it sounds stupid to me. I give a lot when it comes to love. Like if I believe I love someone, and I'm a fool for love, so, you know, when I love someone, I want to be the first and the last person for things that matter the most. Now, we live in a world where women have been sexualized, men have been sexualized, so being the first sexual partner is like very fucking slim to none. And I don't really give a shit. But there are many things you can be first and last. Like you could be the first person they wake up to. And you could be the last person that they see. You could be the first person they talk to. And you could be the last person they talk to before their day's over. Now I know that's like probably cheesy. But I come to find out majority of the people that you do this with, you build stronger relationships. Like, think about it. When you were a kid, your parents were the first thing you seen when you got up in the morning. Maybe not the first people if you have brothers and sisters. But you've seen your family all the time. And when you went to sleep, you told them good night, I love you, or whatever. You know, some of us don't do that, but you know, they still, they're the last people you see. And I believe when you do that long enough, it'll build a trust of someone's gonna be there to build the foundation of I could rest. Someone's got my back. As I got their front. Now, I don't truly believe love should be completely easy, because people are different. Now, maybe some of you guys got lucky enough or something to find someone that's like you in enough ways where you're comfortable or whatever. Or maybe some people adapted to the person they're with and changed themselves. I see a lot of those relationships work. But for me, I don't expect a completely easy ride. But I do expect the beginning to be easy. I could be wrong, gentlemen, but if the beginning of your relationship isn't easy, and I don't mean fairy tale shit, where you complete each other's sentences and you know everything or something like that. No, I mean you meet them, you talk or whatever the situations, when you finally get up in that one moment, right? And it just goes well. Now, the beginning may start longer or shorter for some, where you open up or whatever, but it doesn't matter. It just flows. Everything just happens. It doesn't matter if one person is hurt or both people are hurt. It doesn't matter. When you meet somebody that actually likes you and actually vibes with you, it will just work. Now, I know this because all my relationships in the beginning, that's how they are usually. Well, not all of them, but majority of them, the good ones that lasted fucking a couple years, it was always easy in the beginning. It was always a mystery. It was always and I'm not talking about exciting where you're going out or something and you're wowing. No, you just being around this person and exploring their mind and figuring out what makes them tick, and then trying to look for the things that they're similar to you, to them. All of that shit becomes so exciting that's what makes me, at least, enjoy the beginning of a relationship, because I'm an Aquarius. I like to learn shit, and seeing that people grow and change, I will always adapt to my lover's changes. Now, I may correct them because, hey, I can't let you change too fucking wicked or something. I can't let you go fuck the relationship up. Or not even fuck the relationship, but I can't let you disrespect me. See, that's something that I believe everybody considers sign of love is disrespect. But we all look at respect and disrespect as different things. Like, some people don't take certain things as disrespect. Me, because of the way I grew up, I take certain things disrespectful, and I will tell you and try to get it through to your head, like, look, I don't like that, so don't do that, and we'll be alright. But if you do that, I'm either gonna pull back from you, and you're gonna think something stupid, like, oh, he don't love me no more, he's doing something. No, you're not showing me what I need, so I gotta pull back to observe and think and figure shit out. Or I'm gonna cut your ass loose because I told you already I don't like that. And obviously you like doing whatever you're doing, and I don't like it. So that just means that's the end of the road for us. And I remember getting caught up in my older relationships like that. Like, let me give it another chance. Let me do this. Let me do that. And I'm not telling you to do any of this. We all have different lives. But I remember tried over and over and over, tried everything. Like, I remember when I was with this one chick and it was perfect, but the bullshit of other women got into their head, and the feminism type shit, and you could run shit, girl, and all that dumb shit, got into her head. So little by little, as I started to realize that I had to make moves and I had to go on my own, it just got me to the point where I was like, nah, man, I'm just not gonna keep feeling the love that I feel for that person and mistaking it for their love. Like, yeah, because that's what a lot of people do. They love someone so much, or want to be in love, because a lot of times a lot of people ain't in love, because if someone's not treating you the way you want to be treated, you're not in love with them. You just love the things you like about them. You like the way they look, you like the way they kiss, you like the way they smell, you like the way you talk about certain things. You love those things because those things you already love, and she likes those things, so you love those things about her, so you think you love her. Like you're in love, but you're not in love, you just love things about her. And I see that's where a lot of relationships go wrong, on a male and female part. Because, like, for myself, I just explained how I would love somebody so much that I would keep holding on when I'm not being treated the way I wanted to be treated. You know what I mean? And for females, it's almost the same thing, but female and males go through the same thing, but I've noticed something else that happens to females. It probably happens to males too, I'm sure it does, but something else that happens to us is that we miss out on opportunities with really good people because we think we see them and we really don't. Like women, the feminism has women's egos so high now that majority of them get these bad guys and these bad relationships because they literally shit on a guy that actually will care about them. And because he cares about them, he shows his love or he shows whatever, and they see that as like, oh, I got this nigga, like he's done for. I get him a couple years from now. I'll get him after I fuck this cop or this fucking doctor, lawyer, or the stunt rapper that's out right now. You know what I mean? Like, and they really, I know for a fact, because I've talked to women, some of them know they're giving up that good guy because in their head, they're like, well, I'm not ready. I want to go and do what I do. So I'm not gonna break his heart. I respect those women because they leave that man and they're like, fuck it, my nigga. Like, I'm sorry, I gotta, like, you all love me and everything, but I'm for the streets, nigga. Let me go. What the fuck, nigga? My bad. That's real female shit. I respect a female like that because she actually loved that person enough to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do this to you, dog. I'm out here, nigga. I know I ain't coming back. What you talking about, nigga? I can't control myself. You know what I mean? And then there's other chicks that will keep a nigga around, or they'll leave that dude. You know what I mean? Like, he'll always be around, or whatever they. I don't know what they think. They think many different things, but then they go to the other dudes or whatever, and they go through a couple of years because of the fucking endorphins of chasing the fucking bad guy or having the fucking hottest guy in town or whatever the case may be. We all pick these dumb shits for dumb reasons. But then they get their heart broken, and then they see the guy or girl that you overlooked. And sometimes, not all the time, you'll try to go back. And you can't go back because you fucked the thing up that you had. Like me, I remember that shit happened to me. I'll put it on me, for example. Get off the ladies. I remember one time I liked this girl, whatever, right? And because I was heartbroken from longer relationships from my past, I had a lot of trust issues. And it wasn't even trust issues with her. How ironic is this? Or crazy is this? It wasn't even that I didn't trust her. I didn't trust myself. She was too good. And I was like, nah, man, I know I'm gonna cheat on you, or I'm gonna just, it's not gonna end well. You're too nice, and I'm not ready to be treated nice, so I'm not ready to be in a relationship, you know what I mean? But I was man enough to tell her this, and be like, yo, I like you a lot. I think we would be a decent couple, but I'm still young. I got out of relationships recently, brokenhearted, so it's not gonna work. It may work for a little bit, but I will eventually fuck it up, or I'll fuck it up. If I don't cheat on you, I'm gonna accuse you of cheating because that's how my relationship ended. I'm gonna not trust you. I'm gonna do something because of my past. I'm not over it. And a lot of people do that to people and they don't say nothing. Not realizing you could have had the second chance. Like me. She told me, listen, man, you're such the most different kind of man I ever met in my life. Like, you are special to me. And any woman that can see you is lucky to have you. Now, if you want to come back and I'm not with nobody, because I'm not going to wait. I'm not saying I'm going to wait for you because I know you want to live your life and, who knows when you'll stop wanting to. But if I am single, I'll be here. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, somebody would actually, like, take me back after I rejected them. And I figured in my mind, like, she'd be like, oh, that's fucked up, nigga. Don't ever talk to me again. I was willing to give you everything. So, it's like crazy how situations like that happen for people. And we don't realize, like, it all goes back to love. And I realized from my 40 years of living, the cliche of, if you don't love yourself, you really can't love nobody else. Because you're still going to be too busy trying to figure yourself out, which means you're going to pick other things. And if the person you're with is not one of those things you're exploring, they're not like that, you're going to think you don't want to be with them no more. And that's why in the old days they used to make you learn about yourself very young. They used to make people go through things and, talk to their children. Friends actually talk to friends, and people got in trouble for lying. You couldn't be a whore and walk down the street and everybody be like, ooh, look at her bag, she look good. Everybody be like, boo! But men fell so much and didn't realize, now we're gonna drag women right behind us. And now women fell, and men are waking up in the world, and they're like, yo, this is crazy. I can't believe it's like this. Hey, well, blame your fucking grandfather. And he could blame his grandfather, and he could blame his grandfather. It goes on and on. But I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope I learned something from this. Because not for nothing, like I said, I'm not really trying to teach. This has become my new diary. I don't like writing unless I'm rapping. So I think I'm going to keep doing things like this just because I like it. It's almost like therapy. And since I'm not afraid to, actually be myself and not lie to people, I don't give a fuck who's listening. Most people got to go to therapy because they're afraid to talk in front of people. I talk like this in front of anybody. Why the fuck wouldn't I be myself? It's the one thing I realize about this world. A lot of people are hiding. I don't know what you're so afraid for. Majority of us feel the same. Lost, confused, trying to figure shit out. Then come the good days. We feel brave, strong, and full of courage. And on those days, that's when you gotta love. If you got nobody to love, love yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself like me, because loving yourself is loving other people. I keep telling people this, and they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I'm like, oh, God, I can't explain it to you, motherfuckers. You are not me. Yous are not normal. I'm not normal. I'm not like everybody else. And it's not that I'm special. Somebody has to be made in a certain way. Every way the Most High wanted to make people, they're out there. And I'm one of those people that love loving people. That's me loving myself, because you are me. See, once I studied the Bible and realized it said the Most High made everything from himself, I understood that we're all him. His spirit is in all of us. So you're me, I'm you, and we are him. And we're all just living his story. There is no history. There's only his story. And I guess in his story, he needed somebody that would be the way I am. Or maybe I'll change a little bit more, because I don't know. I know I keep changing little by little. The more and more I figure out myself. But it's not big changes. And I never seem to want to put down this, loving and helping people thing. I don't know, nothing makes me feel better. I guess when you never saved a life before, how can you understand how it feels? I guess when you know there's children walking the world because you convinced their parents to have them, you wouldn't know how it feels. I guess if you told teenage boys that their troubles were gonna catch up to them, and some of them changed just enough to where they didn't end up dead like the rest, you'd understand. If you looked into multiple women's eyes that you've been with, and without them telling you, you knew they loved you. Even if they held back, you'd understand. I know some of you do. There's many different ways. Many different ways to love. Hope you guys have a good night, good morning, whenever you hear this shit. Remember, you're the only one in your head. All love.